Many people have asked me what exactly this is, at this piece here. It's nothing but a very cheap hack of enabling cruise control on the motorcycle. So what it does is you basically put it on the throttle, right, and you tighten the screw so that it holds it very firmly, doesn't move, and while riding you keep the throttle as much as you want and then push this down and let it rest against the brake lever. So what happens is when you take your hand off, it locks it in and then it keeps going on the same speed, basically enabling cruise control. But it's not the best solution, because it slowly starts getting loose, and the speed decreases. But let me show this live to you guys, and in this video I'm also going to show how exactly slipper clutch works. Slipper clutch allows you to do engine braking, right? So instead of you applying brakes, if you want to suddenly stop, then you can also make use of the slipper clutch by shifting the gear lower. Let me show you how I use the manual cruise control. While at any speed that I want, I just push this with my thumb down onto the lever and just leave it. So now you can see that the motorcycle is going at constant speed of 100 kilometers per hour, right? It's not changing, and that is the beauty of having a very cheap solution. It's like in Hindi we say jugaad, right? So this allows me to in fact take my other hand also off and ride it just like this. I don't recommend using the cruise control to let both your hands off. Please don't do it for the sake of fun. This can be used when you want to give your right hand a little rest, right? Because you're constantly putting your hand on the throttle and holding it. So if you want to give it a bit of a rest, I've also felt that at times there's a lot of numbness in my hand because of constant holding of the throttle, and when there is some vibration due to wind as well. So in those cases, in those situations, I would highly recommend using a cheap solution for cruise control like this. I mean, it's doing its job, right? See, I've not changed anything. It's still going at almost 100 kilometers per hour. It has dropped by about 2 kilometers per hour maybe, but still going at 9800. So it's doing a great job, right? But you have to be a little careful because once you start using it, you may not be very comfortable with it. You'll have to get used to it. But if you want to release the lock, you'll have to push the throttle a little ahead in the front, which loosens it, and then pull the throttle back up again. So that way it releases the lock. Now let's try engine braking, right? So I'm going at this speed and suddenly I want to stop, or rather I want to brake. So instead of pulling the brake, what I will do is this is engine braking, right? This is engine braking. Did you feel that? I'm not hitting the brakes, but still the engine slowed down, right? That's the only thing. I mean, it's the beauty of having a slipper clutch, and it works really well on Royal Enfield, at least on this bike, and that's great, right? Let's do it once more. So I'm riding at this speed. I'm riding at 120 kilometers per hour, let's say. Let me touch 120. Yeah, and now I want to reduce the speed suddenly. So instead of braking, I'm not using the brake, either the front brake or the rear brake. I'm only going to change the gear. See, that's how it slows down. That's your engine braking. Amazing, isn't it? So I didn't get a demo like this when I started understanding what a slipper clutch is.